Can we finally please put a rule and a line? The Kevin Rudd run is over. Kevin Rudd now for the fourth time has failed to put up, so he has to shut up. And the ever-moving date for destruction of Julia Gillard has now been passed. Now, as you know, there's been fervent speculation for the past week, started off by Barry Cassidy, gleefully repeated by the Kevin Rudd forces in the media, and the rest of us all get dragged along because it becomes the only story in federal politics for an entire week outside of blue ties and all of that rubbish. Well, today was supposed to be the day when Kevin Rudd supporters were going to start their agitating. Today was the day when Julia Gillard could lose her job. Well, guess what? Not even a whimper. Not even a murmur. Not even anyone deciding to go public who is a mild surprise. In fact, Julia Gillard was able to give a speech of sorts that will be one of her last addresses to her caucus, a rev-up speech about not just how they can fight, but how they can win the next election. Now, on 4 occasions, Kevin Rudd has failed. The initial time when he was rolled in 2010, when he officially tried to challenge, when he, yet again, almost tried to challenge and run away, and now another scenario where we're turning around and, again, one of those great moments where it's all supposed to happen, it doesn't happen. 4 times this bloke has come and gone, and flashpoints have all passed, and the last minute to midnight for Julia Gillard has happened. So, with the greatest respect to my Canberra colleagues, it is time to move on. It is time to talk about other things because this thing isn't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, I know there is a possibility that it may happen on the Thursday afternoon of next week, but I'm sorry, it is now too little too late. And ultimately, as we discussed last night, if there was a change in leadership, for what? How does the government turn its fortunes around in 3 months? How does Kevin Rudd convince everyone that he's not the bloke who opened up the borders and we ended up with 40,000 extra asylum seekers? If Kevin Rudd's the answer, the question is pretty bad. Well, and if Julia Gillard is the actual answer to the question, it's probably even worse. It doesn't matter what Newspoll does on Monday. Julia Gillard has successfully been able to bully, to intimidate and to put the fear of God into people who would move against her. She wins. She'll be the Prime Minister going into September.